Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 4 with our Quebec City Ace Nordiques. We're all the way up here at the trade deadline. It looks like we're going to be a playoff team this year. Pretty good record, 35, 17, and 11. Right now in the Eastern Conference, we are first in our division, Division C, with 81 points. Second in the Eastern Conference behind the Washington Capitals, and second in the NHL, alright? The Washington Capitals are in first. They probably will win that President's Trophy. It's not out of reach for us, but we got to get some help with other teams beating Washington, and we have to go on a pretty good winning streak. But you know what? President's Trophy doesn't matter for me. I just want to make the playoffs and have first round against a team that we can beat, and then get to that second round, okay? Because that's what we have to set for ourselves. That's our goal for this year. Now, in the last video, I was asking you guys if we should make any trades come the trade deadline. But you know what? I'm going to keep the team the way it is right now. That's too good of a record. We're playing too good, but I wouldn't mind doing some line changes. Our 5-on-5 is great, but our special teams, even though we're the second best team in the NHL, our power play could be a little bit better, and our penalty kill could be a little bit better. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to use the new edit line screen to help me out with this. All right. So for power play, I want to find all the best offensive awareness players for the power play. So defensively, we know Kapitanov's up there, but he's going to be playing the left wing. So Myers, Kulikov, O'Reilly, and Ekblad. See, that could be the problem. Maybe I should have Myers and Kulikov on the first line power play, because technically their offensive awareness is a lot better than Riley's and Ekblad's. Now we are still like a really good team, so I don't know if I want to. Don't know if I want to do that. I just want to make sure all the right players are out there. We don't have to have them all on the first line or anything, but let's just make sure they're all out there. So Ekblad, Riley, good Branson. No, that's defensive awareness. Hang on. Offensive awareness. Where's offensive awareness? There it is. All right, so Kapitanov, Myers, Riley, Kulikov, and Ekblad. Myers, Kulikov, Ekblad, Riley. Okay, so that's all good. Huberdeau, Everly, Kapitanov, McCallick, Shore, and Mueller. I'm not going to change that. 4-man power play. Mueller and McCallick. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, I'm not going to change that, even though Kapitanov is down there. You know what? Maybe I should move, because Kapitanov is pretty good. Instead of, how good is he at the faceoffs? Hang on a second here. 54. No, he can't take faceoffs. I was maybe thinking, second line power play center. No, McCallick can't take faceoffs either. All right, I'll just leave him on the point then with Myers. That's fine there. Yeah, that's fine. Now, penalty kill. Here's the interesting one. So first we'll go to defense, because I know I can make this better with what we have. Defensive awareness, right? So, there it is. So you got Ekblad, Riley, Goodbranson, Kapitanov, who should be the defenseman out there. Myers, Kulikov, all right. We're not going to use Kapitanov for the penalty kill. So, Ekblad, Riley, Goodbranson, and Myers, Kulikov, and Green, I guess, are all tied. But it should be Goodbranson, Riley, and Ekblad. All right, so Goodbranson, Riley, Ekblad. Not Green. We're going to go with Myers. All right, there you go. So that hopefully increases it a little bit. All right, and now forwards. Let's see who's the best for defensive awareness for the forwards. Defensive awareness. All right, so we got, hang on. Yeah, I'll just go to all skaters. Just don't worry about the defenseman. So Ekblad doesn't count. Huberdeau. All right, Clifford, Eberle, and Hart to Kanan. All right, so those are the guys I want in there now. Where's Huberdeau? Yeah, Huberdeau's up there. So Huberdeau, Clifford, Eberle, and Hart to Kanan. So we got Hart to Kanan. We got Huberdeau. We need Eberle and who's the other guy? Hart to Kanan. No. Hang on. I'm forgetting somebody. Hang on a second. Defensive awareness. Huberdeau, Hart to Kanan, Clifford. That was it. Clifford and Eberle. All right, so Shore, I'll replace you with Eberle. There you go. And Peverly, I'll replace you with Clifford. Now we can put Huberdeau and Eberle in the first line penalty kill, and Clifford and Hart to Kanan. Now who's better at the faceoffs? Clifford is 60, and Hart to Kanan is 60. All right, whatever. I'll go with the best defensive overall, defensive awareness players, okay? So Huberdeau, Eberle, Clifford, and Hart to Kanan. And 3-man penalty kill, we'll go with Peverly because he can take faceoffs with Huberdeau. But Huberdeau on the first line. All right, so, and Myers over here. So I just made a few changes to our team. Hopefully that will make us slightly better on special teams. We can finish off this regular season and who knows, maybe make a run for that President's Trophy, all right? So there you go. Yeah, that's all taken care of. All right, so we're looking good. We are looking good. So let's simulate the rest of year 4. Again, we're going to be a playoff team, but it's all about the first round. I want to get by that first round and become a second round team, for the first time in the Quebec City Ace Nordique's career. So, yeah, we'll skip this. I need a drink, so hang on a second. There you go. Now I want to see if what's his name? Now Kapitanov was our leading point scorer, right? Even though he's not leading in goals and he's not leading in assists, I bet he's second in goals and second in assists. So that's why he's our total point man. I don't think he's going to get like an Art Ross winning trophy, right? I highly doubt he gets Maurice Richard, but still, he could be the best player on our team, which would be nice. It's good to see that it is the individual stats that matter in this game. And look at this, we're on a tear right now. Jordan Eberle, you think he becomes a 40 goal man? He can do it. He's got the wingers to do it. Huberdeau's a 50 assist man. It'd be great if he could get to 60. He's still got some games here. There you go. We're starting to win some games now, boys. We're starting to win some games. I'm not going to touch the lines. That might have been exactly what we needed because I liked how our team looks on paper, but when we took a look at team standings in the last video, our special teams was actually, it could have been improved just a little bit. And maybe that's a little increase to, what was it called, the penalty kill. Maybe that's all we needed. So scouting assignments. Let's see here. Oh my God, there's a bunch of top 10s. The WHL. Yeah, I'll just keep on scouting over there. We won't have a good draft pick this year anyways. So we'll keep going up. Oh yeah, there's plenty of games left. So this is what I mean. We can win that President's Trophy if two things happen. We go on an amazing tear to end the season, and the Washington Capitals, they have to stumble a little bit because they were ahead of us by 11 points. I don't know how many more games played they have. They may have had more. They may have had less, making our climb even steeper, right? To hit that President's Trophy. But it doesn't matter to me. I just want to be a good playoff team this year. Get to that second round. And dominate somebody in the first round. We have the team. We can do it. We just gotta, I don't know if it's just a tough team that we matched up against the last 2 years. I mean, technically we did match up against, Alexander Ovechkin and Steven Stamkos. We had two teams with 90 overall players, always on the power play, always on the penalty kill, all that stuff. And I'm not saying that they single-handedly won it for them, but there's easier teams to match up against in the playoff. For sure there is. So that's what I'm looking for. So hang on, let me just go defense. Let's see if there's any defenders out there. There's a top 5 right there. There you go, Niittymaki. Sure, we'll go 6 weeks, even though there's only 5 of them. Get them scouted for sure. Do we have any games against the Washington Capitals? No, we don't. All right, that's fine. So let me just simulate and have the last 6 games available. Then we'll take a look at the standings, and we'll see if it's a possibility on catching these guys and winning that President's Trophy, all right? So look at this. We are really starting to win some games here. We really are. Ever since the trade deadline when we made those changes, we may have just been continuing the good run that we were on, but we're definitely winning a lot of games here since the trade deadline. I think we've only lost like 2 or 3, maybe 4. I haven't been keeping track of all the overtime losses and wins since the trade deadline. But we got 6 games remaining, no games against the Washington Capitals. That's okay. But in our last, since the trade deadline, 4 wins. All right, 6-1. Jesus, 10-1. Jesus. So ever since the trade deadline, we're 12-1. All right. So I don't know what I did to this team, but they are clicking right at the right time as well, right into the playoffs. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference. We have 105 points. Look at that. We actually passed the Washington Capitals now. So I mean, our destiny is on our own hands. We can be a President's Trophy team this year. We just got to keep it up. I'm so glad we didn't make any trades. Jordan Eberle's a 40-goal scorer now. Jonathan Huberdeau, he's making his way up. This is looking good. This is looking good. So let's just simulate. I'd say you win 4 of those last 6 games. Give me 8 points at least, and 8 out of 12 points, and we will be we'll win that President's Trophy. There you go. There's one win. That's a good way to start it off. Can Jordan Eberle maybe get to? I'm not gonna say 50 goals. That's way too far away. But 45 goals. That would look nice. All right. There's a regulation loss. So no points in that game. The Tampa Bay Lightning. That's our enemy from what was it year? Yeah, last year. Yeah, it was last year. All right, the Ottawa Senators, they got a pretty good record as well. Let's see what we do. And, all right, we win. I wonder, are we going to be able to get a season without 20 regulation losses on the year? That would be pretty good. But it doesn't matter to me. We're already a playoff team. I'm just saying. It'd be kind of cool if we could be a President's Trophy winning team. There you go. All right, there's another win. Come on, keep her going here. We have 111 points. I mean, that might be enough right there, but there you go. Just pad it, pad our lead. 113 points, 115 points is a hell of a regular season here, Quebec. Hell of a regular season. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Tampa Bay Lightning again. Ooh, we lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Last two games against the Tampa Bay Lightning, we've been shut out 2-0 and 3-0. I really hope we don't have to face them again, man. They have something that can just beat us. All right, so we take a look at the team standings. Yeah, 113 points. Washington's only got 106, so I mean, unless they got another 6 games or something like that. Yeah, I mean, no, not 6 games, 3 games. No, they need 4 games to catch us, yeah. So I think we're President's Trophy material this year, boys. I think we're President's Trophy material. Let's simulate up. All right, so we got the, this has been a great year for the Quebec City Aces with 51 wins. Thank you very much. And we got the Buffalo Sabres in round 1 here. So Ryan Miller, we got another superstar here. The damn Eastern Conference, man. Every damn playoff team has like a 90 overall player on it. Okay, so pretty good end to the regular season right there. I don't know if the changes that I made to the special teams worked at all, but I like to think that they did. I'm not going to make any line changes going into the playoffs. And right there, 113 points. So congratulations to the Quebec City Ace Nordiques for their first President's Trophy. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, goals for per game, 11th, 2.70. That could be a little bit better, but you know what? First in the NHL, I'm fine with it. I think this is the reason. Our goals against per game is only 2.35. So that combined with the high goal scoring, that's all you need right there. Power play percentage, see what I mean? It could be a little bit better. It might have spiked a little bit towards the end there, but still, it could be a lot better. And penalty kill percentage, that went up as well. Look at that, 85.9. So it's our ability to keep the puck out of the net this year. So hopefully our offense doesn't shrivel up and die. We should be good. Our home record, 26-11-4. Our away record, 25-9-7. And our last 10 games, 8-2-0. So we're going into the playoffs on the right foot, right? Now, player stats for the season. We'll check out if the goalies fix themselves. How did I do it this year? I turned the goalie rotations on once the regular season had already started. So let's see if that had any effect on the goalie games played or amount. All right, so forwards, let's see here. Jonathan Huberdeau, 76 points in 82 games played. That's good enough for me. Eberle, 61 points, so he didn't really get a lot of assists, but he's a goal scorer. He had 40 goals, so you know what? I'll allow that, Eberle. That's fine. Shore, 49, so didn't get 50 points there. Mueller, 47. McCallick, 45. So the second line didn't get us 50 points, but they're all 3 of them are right there. Okay, so at least it's not like 2 guys get 50 and 1 guy gets 35. All these guys are less than 5 points away from a 50-point season. Solid second line. Third line, Matthias, Clifford, Hartikainen, Peverly, Bickle, Prust. All right. And, our fourth line, Peverly, Bickle, and Prust, are minus players. You got to figure that, though, with no goal scorers on that line. But that's okay. They have their place on this team, We're first for a reason, so we're doing something right. Defenseman. All right, Kapitanov, there it is. 78 points in 82 games played for his rookie season. What a year. Ekblad, 35. Morgan Riley, 32. Myers, 32. Kulikov, 25. Gudbranson, 15. All right, and he's a plus 26 as well. Can you say Calder? I can. Goaltenders. All right, so look at Markstrom, what he did for us this year. All right, 16 starts, goals against average below 2, 8, 2, and 2. All right, that's a good backup right there. I mean, he helped us win the President's Trophy with those extra 16 points right there. So thank you, Markstrom. And Eddie Lack, pretty good year. Goals against average, 2.31. Save percentage, it could be better. You know what, Markstrom, he's got less games played, but you know what? If we lose a game and it's Eddie Lack's fault in the playoffs, I will go to Markstrom right away this year. I absolutely will. Okay? So there you go. Now, let's take a look at the stats for all the goalies here. Hang on. All right, so forwards. Let's see. Goals. 46 goals for Jonathan Drouin. Eberle, second in the NHL. All right. Assists. Parise, first. Stamkos, second. All right. The Nuge. Huberdeau, there he is. All right, so he's in 6th with 60 points. Or 60 assists, not bad. Points, Jonathan Drouin, 100 points. Where are we? We go down here. Yeah, I think Kapitanov had 78, so we're right around there. So top 10, not bad. Still getting better, all right? Defenseman, goals. Now remember, Kapitanov doesn't count. He's going to win the Norris, but he shouldn't. It's really Carlson back there. All right, assists, Ehrhoff. And points, Ehrhoff, all right? Kapitanov is a forward. It doesn't count. Plus, minus, blah, blah, blah. And let's see this. Goaltenders, games played. Eddie Lack, 68. No, it doesn't fix itself. Still, the next best goalie's got 61 games played, all right? Pecorine is the type of goalie who would play 70 games played in a season. So it's still not working. All right, so, I mean, like, yeah, Tuukka Rask, 52 games played. Mason, all right, McCollum, he played more than Luongo. Oh, no, maybe Luongo's scratched by now. Jonathan Quick, only 49 games played at 92 overall. Yeah, I'm not going to go through every team. We know it's still an issue, okay? So there you go. And, what's it called? What's our AHL team doing? 51, 23, and 2. Not bad for our AHL team. Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we got time. We'll check out the player stats for the AHL team. I want to do the progress report still and the playoff tree. So hang on 1 second. Let's just get let's see how Barkov and Mantha are doing down here. I don't think they're going to be anything. And you know what? We have a team in the future right now anyways. But Biggs 55 points, Payet 54. Barkov, I mean, he's getting enough points to move up, but he's not growing, right? Defensively, Torrey Krug, yeah, pretty good season. All right. Let us go to the progress reports. Let's see how good Kapitanov is grown. This guy was growing the whole season. Where is it? It's progress reports. There you go. Let me see here. So Kapitanov, yeah, he grew to 84 overall. Not bad. Looks like everybody else dropped on this team. Ekblad might have grown a little bit, so that's good. Bickle, he probably dropped. Yeah, everyone else dropped on this team. Shore might have grown a little bit. Okay. It's because they're not getting first-line time. Markstrom hasn't, no, he hasn't gone up. AHL, Brodziak. Henriksen went up by 6. Okay, that's good news, I guess. But no, what's his name? No, Barkov didn't grow. Okay. And, no, goalies didn't either. All right, so there you go. There's year 4 for the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. I think it was a pretty successful year, but again, we've made it to the playoffs. This is our 3rd year in a row now making it to the playoffs. Last 2 years, we were kicked out in the first round. So, I mean, if we do it again, we get kicked out in the first round again, it erases this President's Trophy, and all of a sudden, it is a disappointing year, okay? So, big first round against the Buffalo Sabres. We've got to win. It is a must win, all right? So, I will see you guys in the next video. Wish us luck.